What's up, guys? I'm on the Lucky here to give you some helpful hints and tips on how to attack in a guild war. Now, there's a few things that must be followed, and those would be the guild rules. Guilds have rules to set the basis of attack. Green, yellow, red, +6 rule, listen to a certain person, coordinated attacks. All these are types of attack methods that guilds use. What I'm going to help you with is how to choose your enemy and basically how to stay within the guild guidelines of following the rules. Now, there's no guild war today, so basically I'm going to show you some of the teams that I use to fight and then some of the defenses that I fight as well. Good team. First thing you want to do in any guild war is don't start with the strongest person. Don't start with the +3s. Always start at the bottom and work your way up because you don't know if you're going to lose a monster. The second one you want to follow is look at what color the bar is for the enemy. Green, yellow, or red. You don't want to hit red bars if they're still green, but always confirm with your leader if there's a red bar and you don't know if you can win against the green. Confirm with your guild leaders. Most likely they're probably going to be on to help you out with that. Try not to overextend yourself to where you're always losing your fights just because you have to hit green. That's not the case. When you hit a green, you're hitting a green because it lowers the enemy's overall bar a lot more. The goal is to win. The goal isn't to lose. One of the things you also want to do is you want to know your weaknesses. If you don't have a very good speed team and you don't think you can outspeed someone, let one of your stronger players take it on if they feel like they can do it. Not all players are going to have the same monsters or the same team synergies that you do. So if you see a team, you know you can't fight it, that's part of one of your weaknesses. Don't fight it. Know your strengths. If you can take on a team and you know you can beat it, outright beat it, do it. You want to outright beat those opponents. But again, remember, we still stay within the guidelines of the rules. But one thing you also want to do is communicate which tower you're going to hit. At the beginning of the wars, a lot of times what happens is you have the go, go, go people who they'll want to attack at the beginning of the war because they don't have time later on. They don't want to deal with guild war as much, but they don't call out what tower they're hitting. So what ends up happening is you'll have black bars within the first hour of a war, which isn't good for the guild at all. That leaves less people that other weaker players can attack, or less weak defense, less stronger defense, and more stronger defense, and can cause the guild to lose in the very beginning. Communicate your attacks, divide your attacks evenly at the beginning as well, because you want to make sure everyone gets that fairness of the hit. One of the other rules, like I said, is the +6 rule. +1, +2, +3, or 3 +2s. There's multiple ways to do a +6. 2 +3s or +0 if you're one of the stronger players, because zeros isn't giving anybody anything. So a lot of players won't hit it if they won't need guild points or they won't guild points. So another good way to get back up in a quick win is hitting the zeros. Alright? Picking your teams. A lot of team comps you're going to see, two of the major ones would be Galleon, Tiana, Zaros, or Galleon, Tiana, Lucian, Galleon, Bernard, Lucian. You'll see those are your typical speed teams because of Galleon's lead. Another team you see a lot of is Kuman, Theo, and Chassin. You see a lot of teams like that, and there are ways to deal with them, but I'm going to go into the way I deal with them, and you guys can choose any other way. A good way to, if you have a Chua, you're set. Chua, you can block beneficial effects added to enemies. You can put the block onto the Theo that's most likely going to get the shield from Kuman, and basically at that point you can just wreck them. The way you deal with speed teams is either outspeed or just tank it. If you have a Leo, Leo can sometimes, lower that attack bar. If the enemy's on Will, then you're kind of screwed there, but Leo can help. You have a really fast Bernard, or, if you feel like you can tank it, Chloe defense is good. Chloe offense, you can just shield against it. If you can cut the Tiana or anything else, those are ways you beat a speed team. Now, the way I do it, I do something completely different. I do a double attack bar booster. Alright? One of your attack bar boosters is most likely going to cut their single attack bar booster. Alright? So, I'm going to show you my attack bar boosters. My attack bar boosters are Basset and Bernard. How I do this is my Basset has plus 132 speed, so it has a total speed of 231. So, and what I do with this team, is Basset lead, and then I do Bernard as well, which my Bernard is only 259. Alright, so Bernard goes first, and like I said, I judge based on the attack bar booster. Tiana is going to be probably around 240, 230 is what I mostly see in the map. So, the Bernard attack bar boost, then Basset attack bar boost, and then my attacker is Leica. And since they have a single AoE nuker, a lot of times I'll just kill them with one shot with Leica. And like I said, that would be one of the teams I would use. It's real easy, real simple. It can kill most speed teams that I've seen. Most speed teams run a Lucian or a Wind Nuker or Zaros, something AoE nuker that can pretty much one-shot the enemy team, or at least take them down to so low health where Tiana does her AoE and finishes it all off. Or Galleon, whichever one. The other team, Kumin, Theo, Chasen, that team is a little bit more difficult to face, in my opinion, because they don't have a Chua or a way to block beneficial effects from being added as well. I mean, I do have one monster that fits that case. Let's see, where is he? There he is. Bernie. Or Bearing, actually. I don't know why I keep calling him Bernie. Bearing, he's a weird one. He has a block beneficial effect skills, attacks 3 times with a loud bomb. Each attack can deal continuous damage plus block beneficial effects. Really helpful against Theos and Kumins. But again, you gotta have him still. He's an AoE nuker, so he's really good against those teams. But at the same time, he's not. His one AoE silences, so you can prevent the Chasen from healing and stuff like that, and then you can block beneficial effects. But it takes a little. You gotta set him up, and he needs skill ups, in my opinion. He can do about 15k AoE. He can do a decent AoE, just not good for me for the team. Now the team I use is a little bit different. The team I like to bring is a bit of an HP nuke team, and I bring Varad, which my Varad has a nice speed set of 196, 87% accuracy, low defense, but I'm looking to tank it a little bit, but overall more use him for utility because my attacker that I bring can mop the floor with everybody and heal. His name is, where did he go? Ratash. Ratash is the one I bring. Varad and Ratash. Those two combo so well. AoE defense break, AoE freeze, heals. And usually I typically like to bring this one. Like I said, you still have that shield Kumin produces. So, like I said, I like to bring Bernard, at least keep a defense break and just blast through the shield with their HP nukes. Now, this does take longer, but again, overall, it's not going to kill you, because once you kill that Theo, all you got left to deal with is Kumin and a Chasen. Now, Kumin does provide that unrecoverability debuff. Again, how I dealt with that was basically I'm using Varad to freeze the Kumin to where he's not taking his turn, because Varad has that AoE attack bar reset. So basically, I'm resetting his attack bar. Ratash goes, gets rid of the unrecoverability, then heals up. So I've never met a Kumin that can just basically take on Ratash solo without dying, without taking a lot of damage. The other monster I like to bring in this case is actually an attack bar booster. Orion. Orion's sitting at 214 speed right now. I mean, his accuracy's low and stuff like that. I haven't really roomed him on Bio yet. I have him on Swift just so he can go first. That's the only reason why he's that. Now, I'm running Varad lead because HP. Ritesh gets skills are based off of HP. So, again, HP nuke. That's why Ritesh can tank a Theo. It takes about 4 Theo hits to kill him if he doesn't have a defense break on him. So, you know, let's keep that in mind. Like, Ritesh is sitting at, what's his HP at? Yeah, it's sitting up there at 31,000 HP. So he has really high HP. And here's the funny part is that I'm running a speed slot on slot 2 versus HP. So instead of HP nuke, he's the speed crit damage HP. So again, that Ritesh, my Ritesh is really strong for Ritesh, and he's revenge. So that's what I do like about him. He does provide a really good HP nuker as well. And like I said, I bring Orion. Now, I sometimes bring Leo or Bernard in the scenarios based on that. But those are the 2 main teams I've been using so far in Guild Wars. And like I said, they each provide a utility. One's an HP nuke team. One's a straight nuke team, you know. But those would be the teams I provide. And like I said, you want to make sure you have enough synergy. If you look, all my monsters are close within synergy with each other. They're going to provide that attack bar boost, so they're in the percentage. So they're speed tuned to that. I can't use a lot of other monsters with them, so it makes it a little bit harder to do that. Another one of the monsters I like to bring sometime on occasion is Beth, because again, she's rocking 193 speed. She has that 77% crit rate, that 185. I'm still working on getting her attack power up, working on getting some grindstones to get that, but hopefully I'll be able to get those. But again, like I said, I'm really working hard on getting all that. But again, that's all for today's video of Guild War offense. Like I said, those are the 2 main defenses I see. You know, hopefully that helps you a little bit. We can go more in depth of more unique teams in another video. And I'll show you some actual Guild Wars then. This is Amon Rune. I said my username, didn't I? Oh well, I'm on the Lucky signing off.